For your first end of half-term practical assessment, you will need to be able to perform the rhythm from melodies from 3 historical periods that I'm about to show you. The first is In the Hall of the Mountain King. This is from the so-called Romantic period, and the composer is the Norwegian composer Edvard Grieg, who lived from 1843 to 1907. Now, you will all know this melody, I'm sure, and I'm going to take you through it bit by bit. So here we have ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta. Let's do it like this. And ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta. Ti 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 ta. That's ti 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 ta. I'll do that again. Ti 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 ta. Now you'll have to tap the beat while saying the rhythm, not with the hearts on this sheet here, just like that on the table, but you'll need to be able to sing the rhythm as I'm just demonstrating to you fluently. Now, some of you might manage just that first bit, but I reckon actually you'll be able to do the whole lot. Let's try again from the beginning. Sing along with me. 1, 2, ready, and ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta. And when you get to the end here, you'll see 2 dots there and a double bar line, which mean repeat back to the beginning. I'm going to point and see if you can actually do this without me singing. Ready, and right, now sing along with me and tap the beat at the same time as singing. And don't forget these accents. Can you see that? There's an accent there, there's an accent there, there's an accent there. We're going to make those particularly strong. Ready, 2, ready, and ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta. Repeat. Ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta. Next line. And now here are repeat marks at the beginning, and here are repeat marks at the end. Just sing along with me. You probably know this. As you see, it's almost the same as what's up there, just slightly different. T, and I don't know if you can see this, but that is a lower note and that is a higher note. Anyway, that's not the main focus. Ready, and ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta. Oh, there's a first time bar. You go back to the beginning of the line. Ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ti. Jump. Ti 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 ta. Because the second time, that should actually have a 2 over there. I don't know why I left that off. The second time, the last bar is different. The rhythm's the same, but the pitch is different. Anyway, we're not focusing on pitch. We're focusing on rhythm. So let's do the whole thing. Watch me and sing along. Ready, and ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ta ti 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 ta, ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ti 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 ta, ti ti ta ta, ti 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 ta, ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta, ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ti 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 ta. Now in class I might get you to practice from memory with this. So as we 1, 2, 3 and ti 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 ta, ti ti ta, ti ti ta, ti 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 ta, etc. Right, that was the first melody. And the next one is called Rondo Alatorca. This is from the classical period. It's earlier than the Romantic period. And the composer is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who lived from 1756 to 1791. In fact, he died quite a number of years before Grieg was even born. Starts with Tiritiki. Now, let me just remind you, this was T, T. And here you also have T, T. But you have 2 extra notes which make it all sound a bit quicker. So, Tiritiki-ta, Tiritiki-ta, Tiritiki-tiritiki-tiritiki-ta. That's this one. Ready and go. Tiritiki-ta, Tiritiki-ta, Tiritiki-tiritiki-tiritiki-ta. And then we go on to this bit here. This is easy again. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. And what do you see at the end of the line there? Ah, it's a double bar line with those repeat marks, the 2 dots there, which mean you go back to the beginning. Let's do the whole thing. 1, 2, go. Tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-tiritiki-tiritiki-ta, ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta. Repeat, see if you can do it without me, and go. Right, now start tapping along with the beat. Oh, and incidentally, that is what we call a time signature. That means 2 quarter note beats in a bar. The quarter note, or as we say in English, crotchet, is that note there, or that note there. Sometimes the stem goes up, sometimes the stem comes down. When it's below the middle line, that black blob there, the stem goes up. When it's on the middle line or above the middle line, it, there it comes down, and there it can come down or go up. Anyway, that's equivalent to tar, a 1 beat note, and there are 2 of them in a bar. That's a duple meter. There we are, 2, 4. Whereas this one was quadruple meter, 4 beats in a bar. This one here starts on the downbeat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ti 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 ta. Whereas this one here starts on the upbeat. Tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-tiritiki-tiritiki-ta, ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta. Repeat. Tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-ta, tiritiki-tiritiki-tiritiki-ta, ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta. Then you go to the next line. Have a look at it. So that's ti 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 guitar, ready, go. Again, ti 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 guitar. Let's do the whole thing. It's the same thing twice. So 1, 2, sing. Ti ti ti. Keep going. Ti 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 guitar. Ti 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 guitar. So that rhythm comes there, comes there. Comes there, it comes there. The pitch gets lower, but it's the same rhythm 4 times. And then finally, ti-di-ti-ki-ta, ti-di-ti-ki-ta, ti-di-ti-ki-ti-di-ti-ki-ti-di-ti-ki-ta. Oh, you heard that before? Yes, it was at the beginning. So just in the way that this had a first section which came back at the end and then had a slightly different section in the middle. So this has a first line which is more or less repeated at the end with a slightly different section in the middle. Let's just do the ending here. Let me sing it. Ti 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 ta ta ta. Ready, go. Ti 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 ta ta ta. All the way through. 1, 2, and ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Are you beating time? Ready again? Ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti 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 ta. Ti ti ta. Titty 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 ta, titty 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 ta ta ta. Now you'll obviously have time to practice this in class, but get used to what it sounds like now, and at least tap along with the beat. But try and sing along with me. The third piece is called Badineri. It's from the so-called Baroque period, which is even earlier than the classical period, which was earlier than the Romantic period. And this composer is Johann Sebastian Bach, 1685 to 1750. And he died before Mozart was born, who himself died before Grieg was born. This also, by the way, is in 2/4. That's duple time, 2 beats in a bar. And it also starts on the upbeat, and there's the downbeat after the bar line. Now, T-tiki. You'll be wondering, what is that? Well, it's T-re-tiki without the... Oh, my finger's too fat. Let's do it like that. There we go. It's T-tiki. It's without that note there. T-tiki-ti. So this goes T-tiki-ti-tiki-ti-tiki-ta. So there's T-re-tiki and there's T-tiki. Ready? Watch. Ti ticka ti ticka ti ticka ta. With me, go. Ti ticka ti ticka ti ticka ta. And then it goes like this. Ti ticka ti ticka ti ticka ti ti. And go. Ti ticka ti ticka ti ticka ti ti. That's all we're doing for that melody. Let's go from the beginning again. Oh, here it is. Ti ticka ti ticka ti ticka ta. T-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka. Ready, 2, ready, and T-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ta. T-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka. So there we have it. 3 melodies. One from the Baroque period, that's by Bach. One from the classical period, that's by Mozart. And one from the Romantic period, that's by Grieg. And your challenge is, after a bit of practice, to be able to perform these rhythms on your own, fluently, with the right rhythm names, while you tap a beat. So ti 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 ta, or ti 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 ta, or and even ti 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 ta, ti 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 ta, and then ti 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 ta, ti 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 ti. And I think you'll be able to do it all very well. Certainly you will if you practice.